Radio.
Hello and welcome back to Army Men Toys in Space Part 2. If you haven't watched Part 1, I highly recommend you go back and watch that one first to get yourself up to speed. And if you just want to be part of the ride where we are right now, welcome aboard. Last episode we finally met our alien friends. I still think it's a little unfair that the Tan forces were able to contact intelligent life before we did, but you know what? We got the Galactic Army by our side. And with the new alliance we have at hand, let's get right into the next mission.
Sarge, those aliens found another way in. They're rumored to be moving in on the town in your area. You are the only hope for the civilians in this region. Go in, or have a unit go inside each house and order the people living there to run to the old vehicle depot on the south. Let's try and get as many civilians out as possible. Sarge, you're holding all the cards. Good luck. HQ out.
All the chips are down, boys. Time to do or die.
I have a pretty love-hate relationship with this mission, and I hate the part with the people screaming, so I'm gonna keep that turned down. Yeah, we get it. You're being killed by aliens. It's not like that hasn't happened to any of us before. But I really do love the aesthetic they're trying to go for here. The look of this map is awesome. And I find it pretty funny that the Green Army has just settled down and made an entire town on the floor of somebody's bedroom. And the first order of business on the defensive side of this map is don't let this AA gun get destroyed. If it gets destroyed, you will regret it. Trust me. And the second order of business is to secure the area and lay down some defenses. You can do this in whichever order you want. No enemies start rushing you or spawning until you start actually saving the civilians in these houses. So you can go around collecting as much power-ups as you want and laying as many defenses down as you can.
A wrench, napalm, a sniper rifle.
And I always did this as a kid. I always liked being a turtle player in any RTS game. It's the most fun.
An airstrike. A med kit. All right. HQ, send in the flyboys.
With the overkill of defenses, what do you think could possibly go wrong? Well, a lot actually. This game was weird with the power balance, and it seems even when you had a lot of soldiers, it didn't matter. You'll still get steamrolled. Luckily, the first few waves aren't that bad, but when the micromanaging starts to get a little bit tedious, that's when things get a bit shaky. And as you can see here, some things got shaky without me even paying attention. And your biggest ally to victory here is your tank. I always found that controlling it yourself rather than letting the AI take over yields much better results. Where enemies spawn versus where civilians are rescued isn't exactly straightforward either. That's kind of why I piled up the defenses here. They seem to love coming from the opposite end of the map when you were just getting cozy on the other side.
And the pitch! And the pitch! You're out.
With the horrible baseball throws out of the way, we can move on to the infuriating part of this mission, which is mortarmen. Just one. A singular mortar guy.
HQ, I need some napalm!
I honestly just napalmed this guy out of pure frustration. And I kind of locked myself in an area where I couldn't turn back, so I had to just keep doing this over and over again. Let's enjoy.
HQ, give me an airstrike. Give me an airstrike. HQ, give me an airstrike. HQ, give me an airstrike.
Alright, with the semi-invincible mortarmen finally out of the way, nothing else can go wrong, right? With every cheap sneak attack dealt with, I made that final push to rescue these poor civilians from their plastic homes, for good.
Please save us! Please save us!
Good work on saving those civilians, Sarge. Unfortunately, we don't have enough manpower to defend this area. We'll have to move the civilians to a safer location before more of those civilians attack. Sarge, we have reports that...
Shoutouts to one of my best friends who used to play Army Men as a kid too. Whenever I mention Army Men, he thinks bathtub level. And here is that exact bathtub. And whenever I think of the bathtub level, I think frustration. The difficulty spike gets a little higher again here too. The goal of this mission is to take an alien commander out before you can move your convoy ahead. He's located at the bottom right of the map and he's guarded very well. He's really tanky, he does a lot of damage, his guards do a lot of damage, and it's not just his alien guards you gotta worry about, it's all the TAN too. This level is more so about resource management and how to use those resources effectively. And it's the first level that kind of makes you do it anyway. I found it useful to use the grenades on the lower tier enemies on the top of the tub, rather than the ones at the bottom. That way you're not cycling through all your medkits when you need them most.
Alright.
This is definitely one of those levels where you want to save at any point you can, or even go back to a previous save if you wasted too much ammo and you want to try again. Once you've dealt with all the TAN on the top and you feel like you got enough resources, you can head to the bottom, which is located at this hamper over here. You just gotta survive to make it there. Here's the giant beef commander you gotta take care of. And you'll see in a second, this guy's pretty resilient. And so is this guy, apparently. Like, let it happen already. Once you feel like you're ready, you can go through the hamper and head down to the lower level. This is what you gotta look forward to. And none of it looks good. You got more aliens, you got a half-track, you got a mortarman, and there's a tank around here, which I never knew. I forgot.
That takes a stand.
With the tank on the lower level puppy guarding the exit, you kinda have to take care of the mortar guy first. And I like to take care of him the cheap way. I say take care of the mortar first because you can cheese the tank very easily with your bazooka from here. He can't hit you from the bottom, but you can hit him from the top. There's There's a reason why these aliens are guarding the sniper rifle, and it's most likely because it's the easiest thing that you're going to be able to use to kill the commander without becoming melted plastic. This level's kinda designed to make your supplies dwindle, and pretty fast. It even said in the instructions to use your own men as a distraction to kill the commander, at the cost of their own lives.
A med kit. That takes the sting out of it. Paratroopers.
Luckily for these guys, they don't gotta die today.
I needed that.
Good job eliminating that alien commander. Now that the path is clear, you can escort the civilian convoy to their final destination. HQ, out. Sarge.
We have to get to Foxtrot Whiskey 1 without losing any civilians. Let's roll out.
I don't know why I keep skipping the instructions, but Sarge is pretty clear. All you gotta do is take these convoy trucks and get them to the other side of the bathroom without getting them killed. Sounds pretty easy, right? Wrong. If you're doing it a more interesting and challenging way, yeah, wrong. It's not easy, but I'm gonna do the way that I did it as a kid. The very cheap and cheesy way. First thing you want to do is set up these tanks as a little barricade to the right, because there's a lot of tan soldiers that can make your life a little bit miserable and run up on you, so it's best to leave these guys here. Once you're done playing around with the half-track and you restart the mission, you can do this the right way this time. And introducing your secret weapon, the thing that's going to make the tan run in fear. A mortar guy. There really isn't much to say about this level if you just do this way. All you do is use this one guy to clear out the entire map. They don't bum rush you. All you have to do is keep them clear from the enemy soldiers that come from the bottom right and occasionally near the toilet, and that's it. You just nuke these people into oblivion. And that's pretty much this level done. It gives you a nice chance to blow off some steam if you died a lot in the other levels, but if you want to take this level a bit more seriously, I'm sure you can roll along with your convoy with all the other units. That's just not how I did it as a kid.
The civilians are finally safe. Thanks to you, Sarge.
And now we're going to be turning up the heat with the tan and the aliens in part 3 of the series. Thank you to everybody who's been subscribing lately and coming back for this content. It's seriously so fun making this, and it's great to see all of your experiences in the comments. And if you're new here and you like what you see, give it a like, subscribe. It shows me that you're into it and you want to see more. And don't forget to leave your experiences in the comments below. I love to see them, and I'll see you around for part 3. Thank you for watching.